What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? Raphael, what's going on? We do live comment. Just waiting for a few more people to come in, and we could start this live. Axel, what's going on? What happened with Bone Bro? Are you in? Why everybody always? I already made a video about me being in Bone. Roar to the moon. Now, I did say I was gonna go live, so I actually said I was gonna start at like 6:40. Got caught up. It's just been one busy day, so I haven't really been in front of the computer per se. But I seen a lot happen as far as within the crypto space. Um, yeah, so after I do this live, I'm gonna decompress for a little bit, then go back out and take a look and see exactly what's been going on. I know I've seen people message me and says, I think Shiba Swap 2.0's out, which is great, you know. So I gotta see. Again, I've been getting a lot of different messages. I just haven't been really tapped into my phone today. So if I didn't respond back to you guys' message, I just so much stuff that I had to get accomplished today. Still not even done, but I was like, hey, that's gonna be tomorrow's random arts business or to have to deal with. So today I'm just gonna decompose and is it even decompress and just look at some crypto, man. Like crypto brings me happiness. I don't know about you guys, but crypto, it brings me happiness. It's less stressful. Roar CTO baby. Yeah, man. Like CTOs, this is what I always say, man. CTO, it gives you more control. Like you have way more control over what happens to your money. And this is one thing that I've seen just throughout the years in crypto. The times that I'm in control, those typically are the time that I make money. But when I rely like and just let a team or let somebody else take control, then the outcome it's not certain. So that's why for me, it's like once I saw CTOs and like how Binance started gravitating to it, after, because again, like you guys got to see this how it really played out real time for um the other Nero. I don't know if it's this one or yeah, this Nero right here. I thought this one was dead because I seen how the one that they're labeling the Cabal was taken off, and I was like, yeah, this thing is about to die, and it even started dying. Like, look at it, like this when it was dumping right here. This was the time that the other Nero started taking off. Like right here, the other one was taking off. And I was like, yeah, the other one got him. Then boom, Binance. Like once I saw Binance stepped in, because people get so emotional about stuff that they can't control. Again, Binance you can't control. Binance is like the market maker. They're considered the market. Whichever direction that Binance wants to sway, that's where the market is gonna go. Like the whole FTX thing, it probably could have went on a little bit longer, but as soon as Binance announced that they were exiting their position, guess what happened to FTX that day? Or I think like within 24 hours, FTX collapsed. So if Binance is the market maker and they're bullish on CTOs, like it only makes sense. Like, oh, you know what tokens are probably gonna do well? CTOs. It's legit. That's how simply I try to process things. And ever since then, it just been off to the races, guys. Like this was, at the time of their, let me switch it to market cap. I think it was like a $10 million market cap. Market cap. Let me zoom in. Let's see, what was the last market cap? Probably a 15, like 15, $14 million market cap. And they decided to list it. And all the holders who were raiding, shilling, working for their bag, guess what, man? Like a lot of them are, they got life changing gain. This thing is at a $630 million market cap. At its height, it nearly tapped the billion. That's the thing. I, I don't promote. I only talk about projects that I'm in. I'm not promoting. Like my channel in itself, it's about what I'm into. Like all those projects, I gave the outline from A to Z of what I think, when it's gonna pop off. And I even made a breakdown video. See, this is why I think like most of you guys, y'all don't really watch the videos for understanding. Like I'm not giving you guys like picks and plays. I'm giving you processes. Like I gave the outline as far as between a utility token versus a meme token. So go back, find the video of me talking about utility token versus meme token, and dissect that video because it really breaks it down. Because like with my K9 bag, I'm just sitting, just waiting. Bone bag, sitting, waiting. So Treat will be out soon once they all settle with the 2.0 launch. Hopefully, like yeah, because once Treat comes out, in my opinion, it's not just the it's like, how are they going to implement treat? So if they're going to implement treat as a carrot to get people onto Shibarium, then that's what we're going to be cooking with grease. But if it's just like, oh, treat is a reward token, and it's like, okay, then nothing's, because you got to, in a lot of people, in order for them to come onto your chain, they have to be incentivized. Like, as much as we say like low gas fees for Shibarium and all this and that, there are other chains out there that also have low gas fees. So what is the reason? Why would somebody care enough to come onto Shibarium? And plus two, what one thing that that kind of surprised me, to be honest, was the participation within the Sheeb army. There's not a lot of participation. There's a big rift. There's still like a little dividing line, between the Sheeb army and Shaitoshi and the team. That's apparent that is there, because or else we could have gotten to, where we wanted to be a lot faster if more people, if the community participate more. And that's one thing that we can't forget. The way that Shiba Inu got to where it was at is because of the community. So if the community's not being active, then what we're seeing is a lack of participation, slower adoption. So with Treat, it could actually bypass, and I think that's the whole route where they went to get the VCs, because since the community's not participating, they're going to need participation with some people who have big money. So they bought, they end up getting what, VCs involved, and with the VCs, they're going to be able to help push Treat. So the thing is, for me, I think since they do have the VCs, we should be good, because the VCs, at the end of the day, I could trust that they're looking at their best interests at heart. So they're gonna do whatever it needs to be done to be able to push Treat. So I'm excited. I'm excited that they're releasing it this fast, because I was thinking they were going to draw it out to like maybe the end of October. But this is definitely a good sign. It's definitely something to celebrate. Let me see how Bone reacted to it. Again, I'm just catching up on this, so I don't know any of the particulars or what's happening. So as you guys comment in, you're essentially just letting me know what's happening here. What's up with LA Token Exchange or getting new exchange listings? When it comes to exchange listings, all of our exchange that we got, the community paid for it. So if we're looking to get more exchanges, then the community itself would have to come back and donate for more listings. Um, the other alternative is for us to continue to do what we're doing, being visible, showing up every day. And if that happened, we're going to eventually get a free listing. What's your take on bad idea AI? I never really understood bad idea AI. I'm invested. I got a small piece, but I really didn't understand like how they fit within all of this, if that makes sense. Um, let's take a look at the charts. Now, I don't know how true it is, but I think they said some insiders was selling over here. So right now, he just it's essentially like a flat line until it starts recovering. Um, and some of these tokens, they may just recover as Shibarium starts to explode, because a lot of the exposure right now is based upon how Shibarium is going to operate. Because since they are partnered, so let's say Shibarium starts booming, then all of them starts to boom. Like Bad Idea, Fund. I still have my Fund token, even though I'm down what now. I think my average is like 23 cents. It's like at 5 cents. Um, and then just like, okay, I'm just holding on. And the thing is, I didn't sink, you know, a crazy amount of money or dollars into any of these. Like, and that's one thing that I always try to teach is you got to manage your risk based upon the capital that you're investing into this. I think with Bad Idea, I invested maybe 200 and something bucks in 280, right around here. Or was it? No, it was right around here. I bought it at the support area, like 200 something bucks. Like I seen it once it started going crazy. I was like, nope. I'm just gonna let it settle down. Once it finished settling down, then that's when I'm gonna buy it. So there it is right here. I bought it right here. But now, as you can see, it's even lower from where I bought it at. And that's the thing. See, this is, I think, utility as well. And plus, after you buy the token, you have no control as far as what is going to come next. You can only trust that the team is going to do what they're supposed to do, and what they're doing to be able to bring the price up. But after you buy it, it's like, I mean, the only other option that you always have outside of controlling is where when you're gonna sell. See, I like now. Damn, I like a Soul Killer. Reason why I like it is because of how much bone this token has. Now, it is all contingent upon how Bone does. So if you are bullish on Bone, definitely this would be a good asset. But if you're not bullish on Bone, then you're just wasting your time. But this right here would be able to do a massive squeeze. Massive, massive squeeze. Roar. All right, let's get into some roar action real quick. As far as what, and I did actually already recorded a video. I was about to upload it real quick, but I saw the time. I was like, yo, I was supposed to be live. So because I was supposed to be live, I'm like, let me just go ahead and just go live, and I'll upload it after this live. So, like I was telling you guys, this was textbook. I don't know if you saw the clip before we even had the breakout. I was talking about roar right here. At the time was at like a 0.220377, and I outlined what was to come next. And that's like after it had the breakout right here, you're gonna get some people who probably bought around in this area or bought in this area, or even some people who bought at the very top. They're finally in profit. They're like, let me just get out of this asset due to how long it took for this to consolidate. So this was like what, a 3-month consolidation. Because it was a 3-month consolidation, some of these people been feeling the pain, feeling the agony of being down, and as soon as they feel like they're up, they're gonna sell. And this is what exactly been happening. People are just getting out, emptying their roar bag. And as soon as they empty it, right, we get this pop after, because again, people only have certain, X amount of tokens. Once they're done with their tokens, then the next option is for the price to be able to go up. And this is exactly what we saw. We've seen the nice up move. And of course, just like I predicted, you get people selling, selling, selling. Then once the selling is done, you get this big surge, and now we're going off to the races. So we did hit an all-time high today, and that's because a lot of the Wall Street bets type of cryptos, they were pumping. I think GME even popped off as well too. At least this is what I was getting from the Telegram. And the crazy thing about it, now not Wall Street, but GME, this one sold off pretty bad because at one point it was up like 40% on the day. It's currently down 8% on the day. But look at this underneath the Wall Street bet theme, guys. We are the largest gainer today. Largest gainer. Now we did pull back, of course, but we are still, and based upon market cap, I think we're ranked number three on this. There we go. Yep, we're ranked number three. So our we're ranked 1,690 guys in crypto, guys, based upon market cap. Oops, that's not even it. But let me refresh it to show you. Yeah, based upon market cap, we are. Here it is, right here. So I think once we crack like the 1,000 spot, we're gonna start being a little bit more visible when it comes to trend, because I think on the trend they only do the first 1,000, like for the whole site. They do it for like the first 1,000 projects. So once we get on that and we start trending, then that's gonna be pretty good. And also we are in the cat theme. Yesterday we made top 5 as far as largest gainer. Currently, right now, I think we're like number 12 underneath the cat theme. So we have so many different narratives. We have the CTO narrative, which people like. We also have the Wall Street bet narrative, which, you know, a lot of people into GameStop, they like. We have what else? We have GameStop, we have Wall Street bet, we have CTO, we have cat. We have a lot of different Shib OGs into it. Are the top 2 CTOs or not? I don't know. If you're talking about these top 2, I don't know if they are CTO. I at least I don't think this one is. Maybe this one is, but I don't know if this one is. Now, one thing when it comes to CTO too, if you're looking for different CTO plays, you got to make sure, is the market dumping? Um, see, the market is dumping. Hold on. Oh, it is. Okay. So it makes sense because I was looking at the price of Roaring Kitty right here, right? And it just started going down a little bit. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, we're not seeing any sells. I mean, there's only one sell, and this thing was at like 68. And this is what I mean when I say, like, since Roaring Kitty is Ethereum based token, so if Ethereum continue to dump, you know, we're gonna see slight movements for us as well too. So Ethereum currently at 2,400 guys, and Bitcoin at 65.8. So the market is pulling back. It's stunning, the breakout that we had, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, which sucks. CTOX, Wall Street, CTOX, Wall Street Bet X Cap. Um, which one is that? That really sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie. Why does the market gotta dump now? But I mean, it is what it is. Because as soon as it dump, it could always just have a reverse. I think it's because I think somebody shared something about they're investigating Tether or something like that. Is that true? Did anybody see that? Again, like I said, I haven't been in the markets like that today. How high can these Shibarium projects get? to for market cap? That's a very hard question because it is based upon how well the adoption is for Shibarium and also how Bone does. Bone is the underlying asset. So if Bone reaches $100, $20, $30, then these Shibarium projects, they're gonna do extremely well. But as far as how high, you can't really say how high, but you could um, give like a short determination of like, because essentially I thought height for Roaring Kitty was gonna be like 20 million market cap, right? And this was around, let's say, this was around like May 5th, May 16th. This was around this time because I seen how the community started slowly growing. But then after seeing more action with Roaring Kitty, it's like, yo, $20 million market cap? Yeah, this thing could go to billions. Because then you started seeing Turbo, CTO. How did Turbo do? Did extremely well. $600 million market cap. It just cracked the breakout level here. But $600 million market cap. Right? You got PopCat. It was like $1 billion market cap. And these are all CTOs. So now you start seeing more and more examples of it. Then you could be able to make, you could alter your prediction. See, $1.2 billion market cap. It's a CTO. Again, everything goes back to who's in control. If the team's in control, um, and again, it doesn't happen to all projects, but for the majority that I see, whoever's in control of the project, typically they're going to be the one that's going to make money. We look for catalysts when the price go down or up, but on the charts, the 2 and 3 day money has been coming out. Yeah, that's all we could do. Just trust the process. Like if it was something new, never heard of before, it would probably be a little bit harder to hold. But after seeing so many different examples, time and time and time again, for other CTOs, it makes it easier. Ooh, this is dumping. Did another news come out, or this is just the late reaction to the whole tether thing? Modang. Is it the same one? Modang. If Whiff can hit a $2.5 billion market cap, I think Roy could too. 100%. I remember when I first made my first, not even first video, but like my first few videos about Roaring Kitty. And there was this one sub who was like invested into Whiff. Like he really took very offense to me making a video about Roaring Kitty and not talking about Whiff. I'm like, bruh, ain't no way I'm gonna be talking about a $1 billion market cap play. Like Like it doesn't make sense. Like talking about those high market cap plays because it needs so much capital to come into it in order for you to, you know, 2x, let alone trying to 10x it. Because if you even look at Roaring Kitty, like the volume that we seen, I mean, for a while, we were like sitting around like 50K or lower in volume, 10K, 50, and what we started seeing around those times, it was just like people, like once people, like I mentioned, get out of it, get out of the asset, it's just straight green skies up ahead. Jay Flip, what up? Binance Future, did we ever get signed up? 10K getting closer. For the for which one? For Roar or for Bone? He said Binance Future, did we ever get signed up? Oh, okay. Um yeah, for Binance Futures, we still need somebody with a Binance account. Like I'm in the US, so unfortunately I cannot sign it. So we just need somebody from the community who either have access to Binance and they could just go in and just because it, all they have to do just sign us up for it and boom, we off to the races. Roar Army in the house. We outside, fam. Yeah, after this market is dumping right now, I probably need to be outside too. Yo, this thing is crazy, man. What just happened here? Surprised the holder count still haven't adjusted. Like this, to me, this is almost scary. Just seeing how many holders we have versus the market cap. Because I'm telling you, if we get 2,000 holders, 10,000 holders, 30,000 holders, like things is gonna get very stupid real fast, real quick. No, 100%. Yeah, that was a nice pump, and it just shows you at any given moment, like you pick a narrative for us, and we could go. Yesterday we started pumping a little bit, I think, based upon the cat narrative, because at one point we were top five on this ranking here, on the gainers, largest gainers list here, and due to the fact that was it clap or was it clap or was it another cat? I don't know. It was another cat that went and got to $1 billion market cap. So the whole cat meta started exploding, and we started seeing a little bit of that action as well too. Now all of a sudden today we get Wall Street Bet. They started exploding, and because we're Wall Street Bet as well too, we started explode. Now hopefully, let me see if they even got a CTO category. Because if there is a CTO category as well, we need to get added onto that as well. So if we get added onto that, then the CTO meta start popping again. This is just gonna set us up to so many different avenues of of us pumping. Then we get onto Shibarium. I think Shibarium has a chart as well too on here, and we're gonna start pumping. See, they got the Got the cat theme. Saw the RWA. I wonder if they do have a CTO one. I'll look for it later. If they do have a CTO one, yeah, we need to be on it ASAP. Because then, like I mentioned, CTO start pumping. Yeah, we gonna start pumping. What up? What's going on, Aiden? I may have to look for it another time. But if there is a CTO category, then yeah, we need to get on it ASAP. And I'll definitely reach out to CoinGecko and let them know, like, hey, we are a CTO as well. E Money, what's going on? Let's look at the 4 hours. I like looking at the 4 hours. Like looking at the 4 hours, like the trigger. Like I caught this spot on, man. That's the crazy part. Showed the, and that's one thing I like seeing when it comes to support resistance. Where is prior support? I mean, where's prior resistance? And how does it react to it when it comes back to that support area? You get the, full blown parabolic move. People take profit. Then boom, every time it tried to pass this 0.20147, you get a rebound. Even if it passed below it, it quickly reclaims it. And it just kept doing that, bouncing off of that one test, two tests, three tests. You got a four test, five test. Then it started consolidating there. And as soon as it clipped under and it just rebound the next day, I was like, okay, this is the signal. And ever since then, you just get this nice parabolic move. You get the first test at resistance, right? Couldn't pass resistance. Then followed by the big, burst of in volume. And once you get the new burst in volume, the only thing it has to do is just stay above this former resistance, which is now support. And you even had someone dump like $25,000, and that thing got sniped up real quick. And this right here with this big wick, it lets you know um, that lower price is getting rejected. So even though the market is going down, um, ideally for Roaring Kitty at this stage, um, we like if we start going higher, and this is one thing that most people got to realize too. When the market is going down and an asset is pumping, that means liquidity, right? Israel attacked Iran. Oh my God! And so that's why it's dumping. But they always attack each other though. Like that's crazy. But what I was saying is, in a down market, if whatever asset is pumping, typically that's going to be liquidity. Is going to get extracted from that asset to being able to be added onto other assets that's going down. It's a dumb move. It typically don't work out. Um, Matter of fact, I need to go back and check. I think someone had sold Roy Kitty to buy Oscar. Nah, they're down massive. Cause yeah. This thing is just. Yeah, they bought they bought in. I want to say around like a. No, they're not down too bad. They bought in roughly around like a close to $11 million market cap. So for a while they're looking pretty good, but now all of a sudden it's like it just passed through support. Like whenever I see something like this, there go the head and shoulder. So here's the left shoulder, the head, right shoulder, and it cracked below this support area. Whenever I see something just blow past the support, that means whoever's selling just really don't give a like they don't care. Like they don't care nothing about support. They're just like, you know what? Let me just empty my shells. Let me just unload. Now, a lot of time, and I'm not saying this for them. A lot of times, it's some insider that is just dumping. Because when it comes to it, guys, a team-based project that's ran by a team typically makes money, and the holders do not. That's the sad realization that I came up with. Again, not saying all, but let's take a look at this. Is this a CTO? Kitten with hat. $1 million worth of liquidity. That's a lot. Oh, but it's locked for 6 months. I would want to see this burnt. The liquidity's burnt. Because anytime I'm looking at this and I see liquidity locked for 6 months, then the ticking time bomb is just going off in my head. But there's a lot of money though. $1 million worth of liquidity. Market cap is at 838,000. If the community is if the community continue to build around it and somehow or another they burn this liquidity, then yeah, like you'll be surprised what a strong community could do. What's your prediction for this week college games? Okay, so let me pull it up and see who all playing this week, and I'll be able to let you know. One off the top of my head that I could think of is Miami versus Florida State. I think Miami's gonna win. Of course, I mean there. Florida State, hot garbage. I'm surprised by the standings though. The ranking. I'm surprised Georgia. I thought Georgia was gonna come in at number three, but they got Oregon first, Georgia second, Penn State third, Ohio State. I can't stand Ohio State. That's one of my buddies' team, but I cannot stand Ohio State. I thought Texas would at least fall number six, and at least Miami be at number five. I can't find other cat token Binance had posted with US for futures. Nice to know how they are doing compared to us. Um, I don't for that. I don't know if it's is it out yet or is it this one right here? Is it Simon Cat or Simon's Cat? 'Cause I seen this one started trending a lot. Or maybe someone thought it was it. Cause look at this wick. This is nasty work right there. Let me. Is this a misprint on the chart, or did somebody really go in and just? Okay, so it looked like it might have just been a misprint on the chart for this long wick right there. Nah. See, outside of crypto, eh, I can't get into gambling because I'm extremely competitive when it comes to sports. So I could only imagine, like, even with fantasy football, extremely competitive. Like the way that I get, I don't like. So when it comes to if I'm going to do a parlay, man, like yeah, I just know myself. Wonder when does the next day start on this? I'm actually in everything. Oh man, guys, I am getting extremely tired, so I am gonna cut this live short. I thought I'd at least have more energy than this, but it's been a very, very long day. Um, yeah, so I'll probably upload the video today. If not, it is gonna be tomorrow, and because I'm just getting extremely, extremely tired, and I just feel my body just needs to rest because I've been going for the past what like 2 weeks, and it's finally starting to catch up to me. So if you don't see me active on Telegram, I'm probably asleep, guys. Yeah, I'm probably asleep. So hopefully you guys hold it down in the TG for me. And I'll definitely catch up with you guys tomorrow. You watching the World Series? No, I it's been years since I've been into baseball. It's been years. Like I was getting really heavy into baseball once one of my family members they picked up on it. But since they slowed down, I kind of slowed down as well too. But yeah, man. Goal for $10 million. What MC would that be for Roar, and what price? I think a 10 million when I calculate it would be somewhere around like 800, 700 million or something like that. But you know, of course, I can't snipe $10 million off a rip. So it definitely, in order for me to cash out successfully and not even affect the chart, we're gonna need bigger listings. But by the time we get to like $800 million market cap, guys, we're gonna have tier one listings for free. So a lot of the exiting could be done via different exchanges. And also, if you just tell the exchange, I'm pretty sure they could, do an OTC, because there are OTC services. Like once we get on bigger exchanges, there's going to be opportunities like that. So for people who wants to get out their massive amount of position, because people always look at how much liquidity that's on Dex tools or how much liquidity that's on Uniswap or in exchanges. Um, no, that's that's one part of the puzzle. But there's OTC services that partner up with these big exchanges. And if you're, if you have a huge position, such as 10 million, $30 million, for them to acquire it, like, let me show you guys real quick something. When it comes to, is this the Cabal one? Nope. This is the, like, a lot of people, let's look at their what you call them. Like, a lot of people, when they see Binance, right? Hot Wallet own 59% of, actually more than that, of Nero. They're like, oh my God, they did all this and that and this. Like, no. In order for them to get this amount, because keep in mind, with this token, all of the supply was out, right? All the supply was out. So, in order for them to get this amount, OTC deals was done in the background, as well as, because some of the people, you gotta keep in mind, some of these people that were in here early, they had huge bags. Now, some Binance did buy in the open market. Others where people were like, yo, the market cap is so high, um, I'm looking to exit out of it. So with them wanting to exit out of it, OTC. And with the OTC, they don't affect the market. Binance don't affect the market. And things are just done to be able to keep the stability of the token. So I know some people, like, they're worried, like, oh my God, Random Arts, once he get to $10 million, he's gonna nuke the chart. Like, nah. Once I reach $10 million, like, for real, these conversations is gonna be had with exchanges. Like, hey, this is the amount that I have. Looking to do an OTC deal. I may not even get the cash out 10. They might be like, we can't do $10 million. We could maybe give you $8 million. And if they want to give me $8 million, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let's do $8 million. Like, but yeah, by the time I reach to that goal, we're gonna be on top tier exchanges, and that's the exciting part about it, because everything that we're doing right now, it's all organic, guys, all organic. And there's also firms as well too. So not even just exchanges. There's firms that's looking to get your tokens now. If you sell the tokens, at a discount, it's going to be at a discounted rate. If you have so much amount, if you have, again, you have like $1 million and you're trying to do it via OTC, because for one, you're not going to be able to cash it out if you try to do like $1 million sell, because based upon price impact, you're going to get a lot less. So that's why it's always best, if you have a huge amount of an asset, is look for an OTC service where you could, and OTC just stand for over the counter, service, where they're going to charge you a fee, but the fee that they're charging you versus how much you're gonna lose out trying to nuke a chart. How many coins do I have? It's over like 12 million. What is OTC? Over the counter. This may be your greatest call. It's getting up there. Percentage wise, it's definitely is. Shiba Inu was like my biggest call. Like ever. Okay. Bitcoin. No. I wouldn't even I don't know. Well, in terms of capitalizing, yes, Roaring Kitty, my biggest call. But as far as like percentage wise, it's definitely the biggest as well too. But dollar wise, it's not, and that's the crazy part about it. It's not my biggest gainer yet, but it will be. It definitely will be. Shiba Inu biggest gainer. Um, and the thing is, even before I called Roar, I had called I had called Ordi. I think yeah, that was the called Ordi, called Soul Killer, called Sats. All this was public that I did like publicly. Ordi called it at right around here. Actually, before then, right around like July ish of 2023, and it popped all the way over here because of just how it was something new. It's on Bitcoin. The narrative was strong, and boop, it had this big pop. And I was calling all of these BRC20 tokens. And I still hold quite a few. I even called cat. I haven't checked on my cat in a long time. Let me see. Um dot swap. Yeah, dot swap. And I call I think currently right now on my cat 20, like my average buy on it is roughly around like what 50, like 50 cents. So it's up like this is it right here, cat. And I was telling you guys to be able to get it at the mint. Um, okay, so yeah, it's at $1.05, and hopefully this actually comes down. Because I think this standard right here, Cat 20, could be pretty big. So if it does come down, even more, I am gonna try to load the boat on this as well too. I think it's the whole Bitcoin narrative. But yeah, I'm up 100% on this. Ordy was at its height was like a 90x. Um, and there was even some people who bought another one that I mentioned, but I didn't even get in because I was being greedy with my entry. And they bought in around like 19 cents and sold somewhere around like $5. So which was a really, really good trade. But Roar, it's definitely gonna go down as the biggest trade. And the thing, it all started with with the video that only 7 people watched. This was the chart of Roar. After I bought it, I'm the one who brought it up to like 2231. first buy was like $100. I think the second buy was like 200 and something, and I caught it on a red day. Wish I would have bought a lot more though, because at the time, I mean, the only information that I had about Roar at the time is that it was first on the blockchain. And I believe with the momentum of the other Roaring Kitty, this was going to be a sympathy play and it's going to follow it along. And that's how I broke it down into the video. Because keep in mind, when I bought this, it didn't have a website, didn't have a Telegram, nothing was connected to it. And it was just like, you know, just a random token pumping. But because of the name and it being first on the blockchain, I was like, okay, the narrative is still strong enough in order for it to still pop. And what made me, more bullish on it is after it started popping, then you started seeing a community getting formed around it. I was like, okay, now this is actually legitimate. So it initially for me it was gonna be a swing trade, hold it for a few days and then sell. But once I saw the community started joining, then it no longer becomes a swing sell trade. It becomes a long term hold. And the biggest thing that convinced me of this was due to the fact that how the community was forming. If you were around when Shiba Inu was around, this is the same way that this was being formed. So this is why I knew this was something special and not just a random token that's just out there. So at this time, when I posted this, it was what, a 22K market cap. And fast forward now, we're currently at a $6.63 million market cap. And still, look, 809 holders. When it was here, probably it was like 100 holders. So we grew, since what, May 13th. We grew since May 13th, all organically. Like we didn't pay for an influencer to talk about it. It just the community coming day in, day out. Um, yeah, day in, day out. And as they come in day in, day out, shilling, more people are seeing it. As more people see it, it it, it definitely just helps that there's a strong community behind it, and not just a random project. But yeah, this is a win for all of us. Roaring Kitty, guys, is going to go to the moon. So you think it will reach 50 cents or $1 this cycle? I do. And the reason why I do is because of the community. Like seeing this project develop from day one, like I was mentioning, and how it was formulated. And not only that, the scariest time for the project is not even this dip right here, because I knew it was gonna bounce. Scariest part for the project was here. I mean, this dump right here. Like, to most people, it don't look much. It don't look like much, but it was scary because at one point, because with during this run up, I think I was up Yeah, I was up like 30 or 40,000 or something like that. So my 30,000 dropped all the way down to like 6,000, guys. And it was just like, whoa. But what ended up happening was the community stepped up. Community stepped up. Some people was on the sideline. And as soon as they stepped up and we broke past all-time highs and started going up higher, that's when I knew. I was like, okay. Like I knew it was something special over here when the community started, started growing. But like the last leg on the chair to make you just like truly believe is when we fell below right here and the community came and just dipped by it, because it was our biggest whale at the time. Our biggest whale at the time, had they held their roar token, they would have been up like close to like $300,000. That's the crazy part. They would have been up like probably three or 400,000. But they sold a quarter right here, or either half or a quarter right here to sink the price. People took the opportunity and bought in. Then this got all the way up here. It's like all the way throughout this dip. Even seeing my portfolio, I think at the height over here, it was around like 50,000, 50, 60,000, and it gotten all the way down to like around this dip, around like 16,000. Like I wasn't worried at all. And that's because the community showed up every day. I showed up every day. So now when we seeing the success, it's because of everyone who believed in this time. This is why we're seeing this success right here. And it's gonna continue to keep going. Like more people are gonna come in. They're gonna have their own battle tested when they see Roaring Kitty goes down, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I don't know if it's this. This is gonna continue to keep going," because people. The thing is, being in crypto, you could become jaded and not even know it. Like you could, be in a different project, and while you're in that project, everything's going good, and all of a sudden, boom, it goes down, never recovers. So now, when you're looking at good assets or good cryptos or good tokens, and if they start going down, you're automatically subconsciously associating those bad experiences with what's happening here. And that's why I say, like, having no CEO or having no team, official team or anything like that with free tokens, it makes you, it makes you trust in yourself versus trusting in someone else. What was the new all-time high? It was let me pull it. It was like like 2076. So it was actually approaching $8 million market cap. Um, so market cap was around like a $7.6 million market cap. Yep, 7.6.207613. Now, if this last little pump that we just seen did not excite you about what could potentially happen if Keith Gill comes back, and this is why I don't understand why like some people are selling, because we just seen a nice little big little pump right here due to the fact that at the time this GameStop one right here was pumping, the Wall Street bet one. Since it was pumping, everything within that sector that started to pump, and we saw a little bit of that sympathy play from it. And again, this is just based upon one crypto asset, guys. I mean, they're losing. Sheesh, they're really dumping on this one because at one point today it was up like 45%. This GME on ETH, yeah, like it was having a nice pump, and that bled over to Roaring Kitty, and we started pumping. But now imagine Keith Gill comes back and he is full blown tweeting and doing what he's been doing. Like we're able to almost break a $8 million market cap just within a few minutes. So if he comes back full blown, we're gonna be able to do, because the volume is gonna come to the top Roaring Kitty. Like we already overtook this Roaring Kitty right here, which is Kitty. They're currently at a $1.8 million market cap. Let's pull up the chart. This is what excites me with Roaring Kitty. Right here. You see this big, long, crazy candle just going all the way up? That right here is what is going to happen. Just the green candle part, not the red one. Because the red part that happened was due to their dev, pretty much just rugging it. Their dev, had free tokens, of course. And once you have free tokens, you're just selling at any price. And this project could have been like so much better, but hey, they're out. We're in. But on this day right here, the volume that they did $43 million in volume. Guys, if we do $43 million in volume, we will be above a 200. Heck, we'll probably be up there around like a $500 million market cap if we see that much volume. And the reason why this seen that much volume was due to the fact that Keith Gill was active. Even after he did the reversal and started coming back, you got this second nice pump on it. And the devs decide they just wanted to finish it off. Just boop, finished them. And all of a sudden now is a CTO. So even on this day, it did $8.85 million. And it went from $4 million market cap all the way to $25 million market cap. Like we're seeing on our Roaring Kitty, right? If we get 25, look, 25,000 worth of buys that's just coming in would put us in a $8 to $9 million market cap. So now picture $46 million, and we've seen this happen already too with T-Bull on Tron. They did $20 million in market volume, and they went from a $2 million market cap all the way to $200 to $300 million, and that's because insiders wasn't selling. So we still have, while we're still grinding and getting visibility, we still have that ace that could just come out at any given moment. And all of a sudden, because two, once we see those huge amount of volume, guess what's going to end up happening too? We're going to see free exchange listings. So these exchanges, they're going to have to go out to the open market to be able to buy Roaring Kitty as well too. just to be able to list us. Reason why Nero, aside from the Binance, because after Binance list them, they started getting all these different free listings. They have to go into the open market just to be able to get it. But yeah, guys, things are looking pretty good for us. Um, I'm super excited. I mean, I know it don't sound like it. I'm just tired, so I'm really gonna end the stream off right now. Someone had asked a question, I just went off on a little rant. But if you're a part of Roaring Kitty, you should be excited because that little sector momentum that we just seen, I like to call those as a free look. So what do I mean by that? It gives you a good indication of what's to come or what could happen. Just the whole Wall Street sector just lit up, right? Just lit up out of nowhere. And we started pumping and went to all time highs. Now add that with Keith Gill making several tweets in a day, watching GameStop explode, and watching Roaring Kitty changing folks' lives. This is all it's all about. Life changing games, man. Life changing games. But yeah, guys, that is all that I have for you guys today. I'm finna go lay down. Um, Peace.